My God, Patty Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes, the best show, the best player, the most dominant athlete in all of sports. And in a very related story, Kansas City Cheifs owner Clark Hunt spoke about the looming contract extension for Mahomes and said the negotiations will in fact begin this summer. Buckle up, Buttercup. And of course, they're going to take care of Patrick Mahomes. But here's a spoiler alert in terms of the money. Whatever Patrick Mahomes gets, he's already underpaid. Whatever they give Patrick Mahomes, he is already outkicking the value of the contract. We are talking about, and stop me when I say something crazy, a legendary ball player. We are talking about someone who has had the greatest start ever to an NFL career. The youngest player ever to win an MVP award and the Super Bowl. And for good measure, why not the Super Bowl MVP? We're talking about the first quarterback in NFL history to have 3 double-digit comebacks in one postseason. We're talking about the most passing yards and passing touchdowns in a quarterback's first 31 games. We're talking about talent. We're talking about execution. We're talking about leadership. We're talking about marketability. We're talking about likability. You could give Patrick Mahomes, insert number here, $40 million a season, $45 million a season, $50 million a season. We could talk about average annual salary. We could talk about a signing bonus. We could talk about guaranteed money. Whatever you want to talk about, he's already underpaid. When you start thinking about the great athletes in sports, right now, if you could choose one to build your team around in all of sports, we could talk NBA and LeBron and Giannis and Steph Curry. We could talk baseball with Mike Trout and Mookie Betts and Bellinger and Soto and Acuna Jr. and Garrett Cole and Jacob deGrom. Whatever you want to throw at me. We could talk hockey if you want to with Ovechkin and Crosby. There's nobody else in sports you want to pay. Heck, even in the NFL, best player on defense is my guy Aaron Donald. Love Aaron Donald. It's Patrick Mahomes. I think that Lamar Jackson is an absolute superstar. Of course it's Patrick Mahomes. And let me tell you something. The other beauty in terms of a contract here, you don't have to wonder aloud, well, can he do it on center stage? Can he do it in the big moment? You know, Lamar Jackson's been majestic in the regular season. He's had 2 playoff hiccups. Now, I believe Lamar will get over the hump. You don't have to have an educated guess when it comes to Patty Mahomes. That's the genius of the whole thing. Not only is he throwing left-handed, not only is he throwing 70-yard bombs, not only is he taking off and scampering down the sideline when it matters the most on Championship Sunday with Jim Nantz on that incredible call against the Tennessee Titans, the guy gets it done in the playoffs. He wins championships. And if Dee Ford would have lined up on the right side of the line of scrimmage, we'd be talking about your Kansas City Cheifs as back-to-back Super Bowl champs. I mean, it's crazy. You consider first full season as an NFL starter, 2018, 50 touchdowns and the league MVP. Then wins the Super Bowl the next season. We've never seen anything quite like this, and Clark Hunt knows it. And Clark Hunt, when he was talking at an event on Facebook Live in Dallas yesterday, you know, he said we knew he had the athleticism. You saw that in practice, and you saw the left-handed throws, and you saw the aforementioned deep balls, and you saw the gobs of talent. But what impressed Clark Hunt? Leadership. The leadership of somebody like Patrick Mahomes, the ability, and it's special. And this, I think, stems from being around his dad, who was a big league pitcher. His ability to lead and understand how to relate to teammates and, you know, maximize them. And everybody gravitates towards Patrick Mahomes, and he instills this unbelievable confidence in the Kansas City Cheifs. And let me tell you what Clark Hunt knows. He's sitting on a dynasty. He is sitting on an absolute dynasty. You could debate who will have the second most amount of wins for any NFL team in this decade. It's a great conversation. Will it be Baltimore? Will it be San Francisco? Will it be Philly or Dallas or Buffalo? Or is there a team that's breaking it down to build it back up like Miami that's going to end up shocking the world? Or maybe that turns out to be New England. But there's no debate who's number one. And teams oftentimes, when they pay their quarterback, then they have to take a look at the other stars. And there are great players on this Chiefs team, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. And, obviously on defense, they have studs. Chris Jones is a stud. He needs new money. And, you take a look at Frank Clark and the Honey Badger. But when it comes to Mahomes, he's going to have that Tom Brady effect. Players are going to want to be in Kansas City because they're going to want to play with greatness and have an opportunity to win. Plus, and we've seen it with those aforementioned guys, Kansas City going to pay its stars. Listen, this is news that I think is tremendous. He is the greatest star in all of sports right now. By every measuring stick, when you look at what encompasses a star. It's Patrick Mahomes' world, and we're just living in it. And honestly, whatever they give him, he's going to be underpaid.